Well, hello everyone, and here we are, the very last day of 2022, the very last day of my Gummiapan Christmas calendar, number 31. Now today, I've got quite a busy day. We're having friends round this evening for a dinner party. We've hosted a New Year's Eve with this two couples, over the last 20 odd years. I can't remember. One provides the starter, the other provides the pud. I do the main course. We have quizzes, we have games, and we have fun. So I've got quite a bit of stuff to do today. So I thought I would have a look at this beforehand so that I could get pre-prepared, which I did. And having done so, I was actually not much the wiser. It was a touch of the rocks day. Do you remember the rocks? I didn't know what they were, so I emailed Gummiapan to find out, and they told me they were rocks. So I did the same again. I emailed Gummiapan to ask what this was. And once I got the answer, I sort of knew what it was, but I still don't know what it was. I was told that this is a panel, to make a panel to fit actually the size card that I use here. Do you see? It is a panel. But there it says number, and there's a little line. Well, let me just cut one out and then you can see. Just a minute. The card I've got here today is hammered card, not linen, just for a change. So let me just cut this out and then you can have a look and see what you think. If we had more days, I would work on people's suggestions, but I'm going to have to do one today. And I'm still a little bit in the dark. I don't know if it's the kind of thing that people who do journaling do. I don't kind of know a lot about journaling, really, but this is what it cuts out. There's a few, it's like almost like a piece of parchment, with this deckled edge. It says number and a dot and a line. Then there's a few holes. There's a perforated line across here, and almost like just a little corner cut there, and there. So what? I don't know what. I don't know what to do. I don't know what it is or kind of what to do with it, really. I am sure that once everyone has seen it, they'll say, oh, you can do this, you can do that. Well, I'd be really happy to see what you actually can do with this, because at the minute, I really haven't got a lot of idea. I'm going to tell you what I thought about doing, and that is putting it on a card like this and just kind of making it into a New Year card. I know I've got dies that say New Year. I haven't got the happy. I have got happy, but not that would fit on here. New Year, put the date on, and perhaps some flowers or something. So, it isn't often that I'm absolutely stumped, but I'm absolutely stumped. So we'll just see what we can do. And this is with forethought, having had a bit of time to think what to do. And I just don't know. Whether it's just not my scene, whatever happens, it's not going to be what you might call clean and simple if I've got stuff all over it. There won't be much in the way of white space, will there? So anyway, there's my panel. Let me get some more card, and I'll find the dies I was thinking of using. In my Gummiapan box, I have got where are we? I saw. Look, I've got some foliage there, a plant. I don't quite know what it is, and some little bits as well. I was thinking I could kind of do a few little plants and then basically have the New Year business. They would kind of go on here. They would be that way up, wouldn't they? They would look like that. Sort of have some plants on like this, maybe with a bit of stenciled background. New Year, where am I? Here's my print sentiments. There's new. That's you. This is year. I've got New Year, and they would go kind of, I think, up there. And then I thought I would do the date, 2023. So in one of my boxes of alphabets, if I got some numbers that I like. Not too big. What about those? What are these like for size? They're about the right size. Don't know whose they are or what they are, but anyway, that was kind of my thought. You know, put that on there. 2023 there. So I'm just going to go for it. So I'm sorry this is going to be a little bit not quite me, but we'll just do our best. Let's do our best. Right, let me cut out the numbers and the plant. That's got a bit in it left from the last time I used this. That's okay. Right, let's do that and the New Year and some more little plants. You have to be careful when you do this kind of thing because not always do they cut out accurately if you put a whole bunch on together, because there's often, between manufacturers, there's often just a slight difference in thickness of the dies, and if one is a bit thicker than the one beside it that's thinner, doesn't get quite the pressure that it needs. So let's see if these have worked. Just dropped my pokey tool on the floor. Stabbed myself with scissors yesterday. Found a pair of tweezers while I was down there. Right, let's have a look how we're doing. There's a new. Here's a year. Let's see if they fit. I'm going to have to do some of these numbers again, aren't I? There's a 2. I need 2 of those. There's a 3. And would you believe there's no 0 here? So that must mean that the 0 is with the letters and it's an O. So let's just get rid of the ones I don't need. I didn't spot that actually before. Right, let's have another look in the box. Where is it? Alphabets, here we are. Oh, there's some extras there. It must have not been with the things at all. Right, so I need a 0. Don't know what that thing. Oh, that's a half. I don't know whose these are. I'm sure. No idea. I tend to keep lots of little ones, if they're joined together, keep them together because they're easier to find when I lose them. Oh dear, let's put the New Year. I'm going to be cutting out more New Years in a minute. Right, so I need, let me take these out. There's my plant, one of them. Here's another one. What's happened there? I tell you what's happened there. I went back and forth, didn't I? And in the interim, that die must have moved a tad. And so it's chopped itself up. So I'll get rid of that. And we'll do the... I need another 2. And another one of those little planty things. I don't know what I think they're supposed to be herbs, actually. They are Gummiapans. I think a lot of people have been a bit disappointed that some of the dies that have been in the Christmas calendar are not available generally. But they are, have said before, they are limited edition. So what do I need? 2? Oh, I need another 2, don't I? Right, okie doke, let's just do this. I'll just go the one way, I think. Right. Try and keep myself together. There's the 2. Come out, where's it gone? There it is. 2023, there's the 0. Okay, let's put them in my little dish. I think I need to have some more of them because they're not thick enough at the minute to stand out. I don't need these. Let's have a look at the... Yeah, that's fine this time. I must have just let it move. And there's my other one of those. Put that up there. Put that up there on the magnet. And get rid of those bits. Try and keep things a bit clearer so I know what I'm doing. Right. Just get rid of these 2. Because if any bits stay in, then the next cut, I'm afraid, doesn't do quite so well. A little bit there. Okay. There we are. Right, new year. I'd like another 2 of those at least. Let me just do something to this first. Keep my magnet, my things on the magnet up there so I don't lose them. Okay. See, this is what I'm thinking. That's going to go like this with that little thing in between. This one kind of goes that way so it can go that side. This one...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, I couldn't, Mr. Siri, for goodness sake. I think he's quite rude, to be honest. He interrupts all the time. Like that. New Year.
I'm not sure I understand.
You don't. You haven't got a clue. Not a clue. A bit like me sometimes. Right. 2, 0, 2, 3. This is the general plan. Okay, that's kind of going to be it. So I've just got to add a little bit of interest. So let's put these in my dish, all of them. There we go. And I'm going to cut some more in a minute. Now I fancy a little bit of something just to take the edge off that. So I'm going to use a bit of stenciling just to add a bit of, you know, interest. Now this is the one I used the other day when I had the chair. Do you remember the chair? The comfy, not the frog's chair, the Swedish kind of chair thing. So if I have a bit of this in the corner, if I just put a bit of something there, let's have fancy, I don't know, innocuous sort. Let's do, should we do pumice stone? Or hickory smoke. We'll do pumice stone. Hickory smoke's is a bit more grey than this. This one's got more of beigey sort of tones to it. I think that's going to do. Let's just see what this looks like there. Yeah, okay. I'll put that to clean later. Let's put the brushes away. The lid on my hickory smoke. I am wondering whether to add some colour to these or simply to just do a sort of a whitish on whitish, if you know what I mean. If I add the dimension first, I can always add some colour afterwards if I don't think the dimension's quite enough. Just wondering whether to add a little bit of to the edge. Let's just subtlety itself, this is. Hardly anything. But it'll just accentuate that decal edge. Isn't it funny how your mind goes off on a tangent? I was about to do something else and suddenly thought about this. Okay. If I just check this against that, just to see what the effect is. Yeah, that's subtle enough, I think. Okay, put that back. And now I'll carry on with these. And I'll do some more of these. I need another bit of, oh, let me wipe that first. There we go. Right. Some more of these. And another new year. Where's my new year? New and year. And some more of these little gizmos, little herbs, or as our American cousins would say, herbs. We have an H in front of the pronunciation for us. We say herbs. It's funny, isn't it? The same language but different. Now, numbers. I ought to do some more numbers, shouldn't I, really? Okay. I only need the 2 and the 3, don't I? Oof. Right, not making the mistake of coming back this time. There's my 2. Here's my 3. There's my 0. I need another 2, don't I? There's so many little bits here. It's a recipe for disaster for me if I'm not careful, isn't it? Right, there's the new. I can't remember the make of these. They might be penny black, these this New Year business. I really can't remember. I don't remember. You've seen how many dice I've got. I do find it hard to remember what's what. Right. Now, let me put two of these together and just see if the effect is enough to lift it. I think the problem with, I was saying yesterday that I made an absolute pig's breakfast of the card I was trying to do, and I had to throw it away and start again. I think if I veer from my sort of known path of what to do and what not to do, one of which is not to have too many colours. I don't know, it just does something for a clean and simple card. Too many colours, just, your mind just goes a bit squiffy. I think 3 is the biggest number that is sort of a happy number. I think that you can have shades of one colour and get away with several shades of one colour, but to have completely different colours, it doesn't seem to work. Let's have a look at this. Might be all right. Let's just see. Let's put the news together. The news and the years. Let's pop out the middle of this one. There we go. I do love this egg pen. I must get myself a fat one, but I've got a couple of fat Nouveaux that I don't know how this would work as this one would do like the Nouveau does with gilding flakes, because that is a real boon to be able to use a glue pen for gilding flakes. I think this might have to be a colour actually, or at least a gold or a silver or something, I don't know. This card is decidedly kind of off-white. It's not bright white. I'm not keen on bright white card. I'm not keen on bright white lamp bulbs. I like the warm white, not the cool white. I'm much more of a warm sort of person than a cool sort of person, I think. Right, New Year. I think that still needs... I wonder if I should try one in gold and just see what it's like. Oh, I've got some gold here. Let me try one in gold and just see what it looks like. It might look too OTT, mightn't it? Let's just do these. I'll cut one of these as well, just for the hell of it. Right. Some of the tiny places just hang on to the bit of waste card. There we are, that's done it. Okay. Let's just see. This wasn't in my mind's eye at all when I started. My switch machine makes dreadful marks on gilt, or mirror card like that. I think I'm going to do gold. I think I will. It's a celebration, isn't it? I think we're going to do gold. See what this comes out like. Yeah, we're going to do gold, chaps. Right, so New and Diego up there, because I've got enough of those. I'll stick that on there. I need these two little chaps in gold, and the 2022 in gold, don't I? 23 rather, beg its pardon. 2023. Right. Let's just cut, whoops. Let's just cut these two out. There it is. Honestly, that was swift of me, wasn't it, spotting that one? My goodness me. One there. There's the other one. I'm going to stick these straight away before they go AWOL. Right. One. 2, 3, and 4. There's some bits in here. Right, let's stick these ones together first. You can see what I'm doing, can't you? Keep looking at my notice. Keep checking your watch. People have tried all sorts of suggestions for me, and I think I've tried the lot. Worn it upside down, turned it, do you know what I mean? Turned it up so that the dial is on the other side, worn it on the other wrist, different straps, taking it off and put it on the desk, but putting it on the desk just, it just goes blank after a very short time. Right, let's put the gold on the top of this. Actually, I'm glad I used the pumice stone now, because the pumice stone is more goldy than silvery, if you know what I mean. It's got the warm tone to it. Right, put this one on top of that one. There we go. This one on top of this one. Don't want to lose those little bits. Perhaps I'd better do those first. I don't know, actually, of another company that makes such tiny dies. But this is, to have an unseen set of dies and love every one that appears is almost unthinkable. I mean, when I look through websites of dies, retailers selling different dies, different companies, there's some that I like, but, I think, I wouldn't know what to do with that, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. But these ones, they're just fabulous. Right, there's that little one, and that little one. So I stick this onto here, and then I'm going to stick those down quickly before I lose them. And then we'll work on the date. And I think that's kind of going to be it. But if anybody can think of what should be done with this this particular die, I'd love you to explain in the comments below, because as I say, I'm not a sort of, it looks to me kind of a journal-y sort of die, and I've never done journaling or scrapbooking or that kind of stuff. I'm solely a card maker. So I really haven't had the experience. I don't know what people do. I've done a little bit of mixed media, but really not a lot. Right. Let's stick the new year on top. I quite like the gold, actually. I was thinking of doing a bit of colouring on these die cuts, but the gold is just lovely. And I happen to have a piece without having to get off my chair. Reach most things without having to get off my chair, actually. Nearly there, folks. Tonight we are I am cooking what the recipe book calls colonial goose. It's a book, a recipe book that I bought in the 70s when we lived in Virginia. Went to Springfield Mall, and I almost thought of the name of the store, actually. I don't know if it's still in existence, but it's gone again. Bought this book, and it's had some fabulous recipes in. And this colonial goose is actually a leg of lamb that you stuff with an apricot stuffing, and then you marinate it for a couple of days, and then you roast it, and you make the gravy with the marinade. Ooh, it's yummy. I haven't done it for years, actually, but I'm quite looking forward to it, I have to say. Let's stick the new year down. Be careful with this, because it's a toss-up between putting the top layer on it before you put it on here, and then not getting a risk of any glue on the gold, or putting the top layer on once it's on, but it's more difficult aligning. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really. So yeah, colonial goose. Oh, lovely. And with that, we're going to have citrus leeks with sugar snap peas, and lemon and garlic carrots, and garden peas, and I think we're going to have roast potatoes, actually. Went to a store to get this lamb. It's a bit like Costco, but not, called Macro. And the lamb has to be tunnel boned, because you stuff it with this apricot stuffing, and you kind of put the stuffing into where the bone was, and they just happened to have some, and would you believe, just happened to be on sale. Oh, and then we spotted they had some butterflied turkey breasts, huge things, and I looked at that. I thought, my goodness, that can't be right. The price was about £7 instead of £30-odd. So we bought two. Put one straight in the freezer, and the other one, cut it in half. Had half, and the other half went in the freezer. Look, folks, we're nearly there. New Year. Just the date. Just the date. Now, what have I got? I just need to do it in gold, don't I? Let me just stick these together. Right. I find stacking dies, the effect is just so surprising. They just liven up completely. There we are. Well, I have to say, everybody, I've so enjoyed this last month. And nobody said I will do a video every day, and it was a bit of a daunting proposition, but the dies themselves have just made it an absolute joy. And the fact that I've received such wonderful comments from people is, I can't tell you. It's wonderful. Warms my heart totally. So, looks like I've lost a 2 already. Did I get the second 2 out? Or I didn't cut an extra, did I? Perhaps that's what it was. Let's do the 3s. Some of you will know what's been going on. I haven't been paying attention because I chat too much. It's my problem. But it is nice to have a chat. It's nice to get responses for some of the chat in the comments too, which is so lovely. Right, now I need to cut out 2 2s in gold, another 2 in white, and the other numbers in gold. Okie dokie. Right, where's my gold? Here it is. Here it is. Let's Get rid of the bits again. Put those back in there before I lose them. That one's not quite aligned. That's better. Okay, my little African dish. Bought that near the Victoria Falls. Fabulous holiday. Our room looked out over the Zambezi, and you could see the hippos smiling at you in the mornings, and look down from the balcony and see a zebra just wandering around. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right. Let's cut these out. Ooh. There's my 23, 2 and a 3, and my 0. There it is. So I just need another 2 in white or off-white or whatever I said it was. Soft white. It's not ivory. The ivory is very yellowy looking. Okay, let's have another 2. There we are. Here it is. Did it fall down? Yep, I think it did. All right, let's try and do it. 1, 2. And that is the double 2. Reminds me of a telephone number I used to have once upon a time. Started off double 2. In the days before numbers got really long. I had a friend once whose telephone number was 5. Can you believe that? 5. Stone 5. That was the telephone number. Amazing when you consider the number of telephones these days. Right. There's a gold 2. Probably need another gold 2, won't I? Let's put one of these on. I think I'll stick one on straight away because I lose it. Oh, Lord. Story of my life. Right. How long I would have been if I didn't know what it was and hadn't managed to email. I think I would be just sitting here totally stumped. Let me stick that one on. Okay, now there's the 0. Let's put the gold on the 0. Right. Now, I normally put my cards onto the Clean and Simple card making group on Facebook, where I am a moderator, but I know I could put it on because I'm a moderator, but I'm not sure that this is actually clean and simple by the rules of the group, so I may have to put another card on and shove this in as a comment. I need a gold 2, don't I? I've only got one there, haven't I? Yep. Let's have a gold 2. Can fit there. There we are. it is. Take that onto this one. I'm going to put some foam tape underneath this panel, because otherwise those little funny little slit things, whatever they are, won't show up. But if it's on foam tape, the shadow will make them a bit more obvious. So that's what I intend doing. 202. I kept getting emails saying, oh, your virus protection is up, you need to renew. Oh, and several days I had, oh, we'll be up soon, all this kind of stuff. And I thought, do you know, I don't think it is. I'm sure I took it out for a longer period of time. So I went onto the website this morning, logged in, and actually my virus protection doesn't expire until the middle of next year. So it was just scammers. So do beware, people. They're very unscrupulous. They'll try anything to get your money, your credit card details or whatever. So do take care. Right, last thing, folks. We are nearly there. It's my 3. 2023. Okay. I'll clear up the bits. Let's put these up so I don't lose them. I've done really well today, all things considered. Oh, dear. Right, there we are. All that. Get rid of that lot in a mo. My foam tape, here it is. Find the end. Yeah, I stabbed myself with these scissors. They've got a really sharp point on, which is great, but not very good if sticks into your finger. Do I need a little bit on that top bit just there? I don't want to put any over the hole because I want that of the number. I don't know what it's all about really, but you know, it might make a pleasant sort of card, who knows. But I would just like to wish every one of you a safe, happy and healthy 2023. I think 2022 has been quite difficult for a lot of people, and you know, there's always people worse off than yourself, aren't there? So do take care, everyone. And I will take a break for a couple of days, but I will be back with more videos. It won't be every day because I probably won't be able to think of what to do, to be honest. It was prior to this calendar, I would think to myself, oh, what would people like to be interested? What would they be interested in? What would they like to know about? And I had a lot of difficulty trying to think, to be honest. So if anybody has any ideas, you can always let me know. But there we go. New year 2023. And I hope for all of you, it's a very good one. Thank you so much for watching.